we are going to discuss about Python variables. Very important concept in every programming language. What is variable, how to declare variable, and how data is going to be stored inside that variable. It is very important point. Okay, and it is also important topic in every programming language. You should know about the variables. The concept is same, but some synthetically or some background information is going to be changed. How? Let's see. First, Python variable are containers for storing the data values. Means if you are go for the different definition, variables are name of the memory location where data is going to be stored. Means inside memory there is a number of cells. Each cells have an address and location name. So we given as a location name as a represent as a variables. The name of the location as a representing as a variables where the data is going to be stored. That's it. Fine. Then creating variables. How we create the variables in Python. Python has no command for declaring a variables. Inside the Python they had no command. Okay, means there is not proper syntax is going to be you have to follow. Variable is created the moment you first assign a value to it. Fine. If you declare x, if you declare inside Python x, x means nothing. You can't say that x is a variable. If you go for the C++, there is a int x semicolon, but in Python x equal to 10, x equal to 5.5, x equal to single quote or double quote within, write some string or characters, then it is defined as a what type of variable I am going to use in this program. Here x equal to 5, y equal to John. When it going to be print x and print y, it is going to show you that particular type, particular data. If you know the type, then there is a function, inbuilt function type, type. It will returns the type which will be assigned interpreter at the time of compilation. Okay, at the time of compilation, x is the type of int and y is the type of string or character array. Variables do not need to be declared with any particular type and can even change the type after they have been set. Fine. You do not need to declare with any particular type. In C, C++, Java, they need to be declared when you going to be enter any data or assign to that particular variable. But in Python, there is no need to be declaration the type. Okay, just like x equal to 4. So what is the x? What is the type of x? Here x is the type is integer. But when the data is going to be assigned to that variable, internally it will be defined that variable is as a integer. Sally, x is now the type is a string. We know the type of the x is string, but internally it will be defined as a string. Okay, we are not at the time of variable declaration, we declare as a string. Internally it is going to be declared as a string. This is the important point you have to remember. In Python case, there is no declaration of any variable. When you assign data to the variable, it is going to be defined as a type of that particular variable. Casting. What is casting? Casting means one cast means you have to implicitly or explicitly to convert one cast to another cast. Just like if you want to specify the data type of a variable, then can be done with casting. If you specify the data type, what as the data type is going to be stored in that particular variable. Generally C++, there is two types of casting, implicit, explicit. Suppose one variable result contain float, but you are entered to the data as a integer. if the data is converted to the float, that is called a explicit या implicit. Let's in the comment box write down in a comment box, this is explicit casting या implicit casting. Okay, your left hand side L value and right hand side R value integer, L value float, that is implicit casting. So in which time explicit casting is going on? Okay, we have to add the casting. Suppose there is a numerator and denominator is there. Numerator contain x, denominator suppose contain any data, and that is also integer form of data. Denominator also integer form of data, that is going to be you have to cast. Okay, suppose 1 by 2, it is comes to as a 0.5, but numerator integer, denominator integer, it returns you 0. That's why we go for the casting. It will cast our forcefully, explicitly add on type that particular constant and variable, and it will be convert to the another type. Okay, this is called a casting. Then get the type. How to know the variable type is this: integer, float, complex, double, whatever. How to know? There is function called a type function, helps us to return the type. Just like example, x equal to 5, y equal to John. Then there is going to be print type x and there is going to be print type y. Okay, type x is returns to the integer, type y it returns to string. Fine. Okay, then if you go for the string, there is single quote is there and there is also double quote. If follow the single quote, that is also called counted as a string. If you follow the double quote, that is also declared counted as a string. So x equal to John means here is just x is a variable which is written as a string, and also in the returns to the single quote also it is returns to the string. So double quote and single quote also we declare as a string variables. Then now try it yourself. Then case sensitive. Variable names are case sensitive. How? In next video we are going to discuss about how the variable names are declared. What are the rules we are going to be follow while you declaration of any variable. Okay, 1a, 2b, we are not declaring this type of variables or this type of names. So there is certain limitations are there when you are going to declare any variables. There is not uniformly declaration of variable is given, but you have go through this particular certain points. Variable names are case sensitive. Okay, there is a variable names are case sensitive, means how it is case sensitive. Suppose you pick the declare a is the equal to 4, just like this. Uncertain time that a is taken as a block letter, capital letter, a equal to Sally. 1a is a small letter as assigned the integer value 4, and the one that particular alphabet a, Sally. Our meaning is same, a, but the computer meaning is different because both are variables and both are different data stored in different memory locations. That's why a equal to 4 and capital A equal to Sally means that is a string type. So a and a will not be overwriting. Okay, will not be overwrite. Both are different. Take another example. There is a apple and there is a block letter apple. Both are defining the same object, that is apple, but small letter apple and block letter capital letter apple in computer the meaning is created different. That's why the variables are case sensitive, because variables are naming of a location and both data can't store same name in both data can't save in same name in computer location. Means suppose there is a equal to 5 and a capital A equal to 5, but the data is same but the locations are different. Same name but the data is same. Our condition is, our mindset is that yes, both are name is same. Now the computer is decided the both name is different, the data is different. How? Suppose there is go for the, I will take in an example directly from just a minute. I will open the paint. Here you will see, suppose there is a equal to 5, capital A equal to 5. Both data is same but stored in different locations. Our mind is counted as a both are A, not A. Both are A are not same because A equal to 5 and capital equal to 5 both are different, because the name of A is the name of the locations. So both locations are different addresses. That's why the data is same but the location is different. That is the meaning. Okay. So now we go for the program, the practical program, which will be understand clearly how the variables are going to be like. First, we have take the examples. So here we have to create a file, Control N, Control S, variables. Fine. So first we have to assign some value x equal to 5, then print x. Then it is when you're going to be run code, it returns 5. It returns 5 like this, y equal to 10, print y. Run code, it returns to the 10. So here x and y behaves as an integer type. How you could know? Like this. When you're going to be print x or y, here you take the function type. Inside type, you declare that variable. Then run the code. It returns to the type of the particular variable, that is a int type class. Okay, now I have to take a equal to 2.3, print type a. Yes, it returns float like this, b equal to apple, and it returns print type b, that is string, int float string. If you go for the C and type here QWERTY, keypad, and enclosed in a single quote, that is also be counted as a string. But in C, C++, the single quote means the character. But in Python, single, double, triple quote behaves like a string. If you single character and enclosed in a single quote, you have double quote, that is behaves like a string. Print bracket type, then C, then going to be run. It is also string. Now I will tested you, that is a D equal to single quote, single character Q, print type that Q, then run. Here it is naming as a Q is not defined. Oh sorry, D is defined. Sorry, D is not defined. Name Q is not defined. That is D. That is also string. Double, multi-character, single quote, and single character in within single quote. It is returns you. That is a string. Here, single, double, and triple quotes enclosed in a single character, double character, or multiple words, that is behaves like as a string. You remember this. Fine. Now casting, how the cast behaves. Suppose x equal to your mind is comes out, sir, your already declaration of x But now if you are declare the x another time, so there is not coming out any error. No, there not there is not coming any error, because here x first it used, then x will be going to be updated, means x location is going to be updated with another new data. How? 1 by 2. Then going to be print x. What will the return? 0.5. Okay, here 0.5 is coming. If you go for the doubles, if you go for the double slash, it returns you 0. If you go for the single slash, it returns you, that is 0.5. You remember this. But in this case is not supported in a C and C++. Why? Here 1 by 2 is a form of integer and 2 is also form of integer. Though integer by integer, it returns to the integer. That's why we need to cast there. But here we not need to cast. Okay, so that is the point. So how we cast will be assigned. Suppose x equal to int, we change to the 2. So, and when it is going to be print type of x, it returns you int type. Fine, this is the cast. And if you assign to the string, if you assign the str, that is belongs to the string, and within a, then x, then what is happened? String. This is comes out a string. Just like this, it is also follow the same rule to the float cast. So here we assign the cast. Here we assign the cast string to the variable, and to the variable, and float to the variable. Okay, so this is the ways we can declare different types cast and data types returns. Okay, we are not using any pure data type for while the declaration in a variable. Fine, I cover all the practical tags. Okay, I cover all the practical tags. Yes, you understand? Case sensitive means what? Case sensitive means both name is different, means a and a both are different. Means if you declare any variable, if you assign any data to the particular variable with the same name, then the latest data is going to be used. Like suppose here x equal to 3, then x equal to 5. The locations is simple, that follow the rule. X is the one location, first is assigned to the 3, then is assigned to the 5. When it is going to be print x, it returns you, that is 5. Why it is not 3? Because last 5 is the latest data is assigned to the x variable. X is memory location. If you go for the capital X equal to 5, then capital X and small x both are different. The data is going to be same, but the x is the defined by giving the name of the location, but the location is different. That's why the naming convention is arises in Python or any variable declaration, not in Python, in any variable declaration. Okay, understood? Fine. If have any doubt in this video, then go for the comment section, type there and define your doubts also. I go through it. I think if it is going to be discussed on the video, then I'm going to discuss. If you are not going to discuss on side the video, then I will directly comment on that particular question. Then please like, share, subscribe. Please like this video and share, so number of students which will be helpful this video, and subscribe this channel and click also bell icon. In future when I am going to upload any video, you will get the notification. Thank you.